If you are an American Airlines frequent flyer and you want a little taste of the fancy VIP life without having to qualify for elite status, then you might want to check out the Citi AAdvantage Executive World Elite Mastercard, aka the American Airlines Black Card. So let's talk a little bit about this card, the rewards, benefits, and more, and then also discuss at the very end which type of person may want to apply for this type of card and those who should avoid it. The welcome offer on this card as of August 2022 is to earn 50,000 miles after spending $5,000 on purchases in the first 3 months from opening your account. The approximate value of that bonus will be around $700 toward American Airlines flights. Regarding the earning rates on this card, you'll get double miles on American Airlines purchases when you do it directly with the airline, that is on AmericanAirlines.com, and not through a third party like Expedia, Orbitz, etc., and 1 mile per dollar on all other purchases. The annual fee on this card is $450. And that makes this one of the worst earning cards that I've ever seen in recent times, so I would not recommend using this card for your everyday expenses, not even for your American Airlines flights, because there are plenty of other cards that earn a much better return on travel/airfare and give you more value. Now let's discuss the value of miles in the American Airlines AAdvantage program. On average, they're about 1.4 cents each. That's where 50,000 miles is worth about $700. And the reason why we talk about airline miles in terms of an average value is because they typically do not have a set fixed rate. So you might take those 50,000 bonus miles and get the average of around $700. Other times you might only get $450 to $500, other times $1,000 or more. Now on to the benefits of this card, which represent the real reason why you might want to get it, especially the first benefit. The first benefit is an Admirals Club membership. It's fully included with your card, so there's no additional fee you have to pay other than the annual fee itself. As I record this video, an Admirals Club membership normally costs $650 in the first year and then $600 every year after, which makes this card currently the most affordable way to get your Admirals Club membership. Now, to get into the club, you want to provide the following at the front desk. First, your Citi AA Executive card, your ID, and a same-day boarding pass on an eligible flight, which includes any departing or arriving flight that is marketed or operated by AA, marketed and operated by a oneworld carrier, or marketed and operated by Alaska Airlines. Regarding the guesting privileges, you may bring either of the following: your immediate family members, including children under 18, or up to 2 guests traveling with the primary cardholder or authorized user. And adding authorized users can be a huge benefit because they receive their own Admirals Club access with the same guesting privileges as the primary cardholder, and there's no additional annual fee to add up to 10 authorized users. So if you've got a family or some friends that you trust, for example, and you want to give them an Admirals Club membership without costing you or them any additional money, consider adding them as an authorized user. That way they can use the club even if you're not traveling with them. Moving on to the benefits part 2. This begins with a free checked bag, and it's valid on domestic itineraries and includes you and up to 8 companions on the same reservation. And with current checked bag pricing being $30 per person per direction, that could be a big savings, especially on those round trip flights if you travel with other people and tend to check your bags. Next, we have the VIP Enhanced Airport Experience, and this is usually represented by the priority lanes that you might see around a lot of select airports when they're available. The following benefits are given to the primary cardholder and up to 8 companions on the same reservation: priority check-in, that is the expedited airport check-in lines; priority airport screening, that is the expedited security lines; and priority boarding, which is currently group 4. Also note that authorized users do not get these benefits on their own. They must still be traveling on the same reservation as the primary cardholder. Third, we have the 25% off in-flight purchases benefit, which is valid on food and beverage purchases if they're charged by American Airlines, which is also why, at least right now, that Wi-Fi purchases do not count for this benefit because those are not billed by American Airlines, rather their third-party provider. For main benefits part 3, we have the $100 TSA PreCheck/global entry credit. This means you'll receive a statement credit for the application fee for either program when you charge it to your card. It's available once every 5 years, and it's up to $100. That's because while global entry costs $100, TSA PreCheck costs less. It's currently $85 in your first year and then $70 for every renewal year. The next benefit is to earn loyalty points, which is American Airlines' method of accruing or counting towards their their elite status tiers. You can earn 1 loyalty point per $1 spent. And then the next benefit adds an additional layer on top of that, where you can earn 10,000 bonus loyalty points after spending $40,000 during a qualifying year on your card. And starting in 2023, a qualifying year will begin on March 1st and run through February 28th, and probably February 29th for the times where February has more days. And for our fourth and final part to the main benefits, we have the concierge service. This allows you to get help from experts to plan travel or get help with shopping, dining reservations, tickets to shows, and more. And there are also no foreign transaction fees on this card, so you can avoid those purchase fees made outside of the US. Now, unfortunately, when it comes to travel insurance and protections, this card pretty much has nothing to offer because Citi removed those protections from this card and pretty much all of their other cards a number of years ago. It's now decision time. Should you consider getting this card or not? Let's talk about it. You should consider getting this card if you fly AA moderately to frequently, want elite-like benefits, but don't fly enough to earn status. You should also consider this card if you want an Admirals Club membership at the lowest price currently available, which is currently the cost of the annual fee of $450. Additionally, this card also makes sense if you value the convenience of priority security, check-in, and boarding, which is currently set at Group 4 based on American Airlines boarding process, and if you can also spend $40,000 on the card for those 10,000 loyalty points as a bonus. And I definitely say that the top two benefits, which I colored in blue and yellow respectively, are probably the top two reasons why most people would want to get this card. That said, however, you may want to avoid this card if you fly with American Airlines infrequently or not at all, would not use the Admirals Club enough to justify a full membership, if you don't need or want priority access, perhaps because you already have elite status, which already confers those benefits. Also, if the benefits from other AA cards with lower annual fees are sufficient for you, because a lot of those still include free checked bags, Group 5 boarding, so a little bit later, the same 25 in-flight discount, and also earning 1 loyalty point per $1 spent. And finally, if you prefer more flexible or transferable rewards. And that's because American Airline miles are typically best used for American Airline flights, or at least flights within the same alliance, that is the One World Alliance. But overall, if you want to be able to book pretty much any flight, any hotel, rental car, cruise, etc., then you're probably going to be better off with cards like the Amex Platinum card, Amex Gold card, Chase Sapphire Preferred, or Chase Sapphire Reserve, etc., because none of those are tied to one specific program. And hopefully this in-depth review made it very clear to you that this card is by far best for its benefits and not for earning points or rewards. So you might want to consider using this card with other cards, use the other ones for their rewards, and this one for these exclusive benefits on American Airlines flights. And for all of you wondering out there, is this a metal credit card? Well, I actually have a very interesting observation to share with you. While I don't have this card open right now, I have gotten it a couple times via new application and also a product change. That's why I have different versions of it right here. They all look the same, but initially this card was just plastic. We'll do a drop test and weight comparison in just a moment. But then they went from plastic to a metal plasticky hybrid. So sounds a little bit thicker, it feels a lot thicker, it feels a lot heavier as well, but then Citi kind of cheapened the experience and went to this one, which has like less metal in it. So basically throughout the entire experience, it's always been plastic with a little bit of a metal hybrid, kind of like metal in the core, but it's not one of those metal cores like you see with the Chase Sapphire Preferred. So it still looks black, plastic, but I think spread throughout the internal parts, there are metal bits. I'm not sure what you would call it, but something like that. So let's go drop them and weigh them. We'll start with the first generation plastic version of the card, which weighs in at 5 grams. Following that, we'll have the metal-ish version that came out right after that, which is the heaviest of the bunch. We've got 12 grams for that. And then Citi sneakily downgraded or cheapened their product with this one. So we're going from 12 down to 11, 10 grams. And then for how they sound, here's the first gen plastic, followed by the heavier metal plastic hybrid, and finally with the cheaper metal hybrid. With all that said, if you enjoyed today's video and believe it could benefit other people, then please help me get it in front of them by liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and turning on those notifications. That way you don't miss another awesome upload. Also, check out the links down below in the description area to earn some more cash back whenever you shop online through Rakuten, to get some free stocks from Webull when you open a new account and deposit any amount, and to view my all-new site with some great credit card offers that I've organized into different categories to help you find the cards that you like best. Also, if you'd like to see my thoughts about airline airline credit cards in general and if they're worth getting, definitely check out this video over here, which I published a little while ago. I'll also link it to the end of this video as one of those end cards, plus in the description below, because it really goes through a great breakdown of comparing rewards versus benefits and which times you might want to consider having an airline card. Having said that, I thank you all so much for watching today's video. I hope it brought you some great value. I look forward to seeing you in my future videos, and while you're waiting on my next upload, remember always that you are great.